Hello. If you're watching this, then you've probably watched the amazing documentary by Sizdix, I don't know how to pronounce it, about the breakup of the Alvin and the Chipmunks band and where they are now. If you haven't watched it right now, it's linked in the description and in the top right corner. It's actually playing in the background right now. Now, this documentary states the facts that we know about their fates, but these facts are a bit fishy. No hate to statistics, by the way. And I'm here to uncover the mystery about the death of the band's lead singer himself, Alvin. After the final tour the band would do after the release of their last album, Sludgefest, Alvin would take his own life by locking himself in a microwave. Or so it seems. But some things just don't add up. According to an investigation done by @bjornvest5525, the microwave Alvin died in was a Panasonic Genius. This microwave, however, did not have a timer, nor a way to close it from the inside. All of these things lead to one thing. This was not done by Alvin, but an outside force. We've come to the conclusion that Alvin was indeed murdered, but we still don't know who did it. To discover who could have killed Alvin, we need to discuss what happened to the other members of the band before and after his death. We'll begin with Theodore. Theodore's experience with the band was a traumatic one for him, and a violent one at that. Early in the band's career, their manager and father, Dave, who we'll touch on later, threw a beer can at Theodore, breaking several of his ribs and hooking him on painkillers, the start of his long and painful drug addiction. During the production of Sludgefest, Theodore asked Alvin if he could write a song for the album, which Alvin responded to by smashing Theodore in the face with a guitar. After Alvin's death, Theodore would be checked into several rehab locations, eventually living on his own in the Midwest of the United States. His current mental state is unknown. Next up is Simon. Simon was more of the straight man of the band, and practically the only thing keeping it from imploding on itself.
The whole band felt like it was a boiling pot. Dave and Alvin would constantly argue on the direction of the band and its songs, and Theodore, poor Theodore, would try to give ideas. He never understood that they were arguing. That was actually why Dave threw the beer can at him that would injure him. I knew how to calm Alvin and then Dave down, though.
After Alvin passed, Simon would continue to create music. Sadly, none of his music is on YouTube, but if you dig deep enough, you might be able to find it. Finally, we have Dave. Initially, Dave seemed like a father figure for the Chipmunks, but his true goals would soon be revealed, as he would more or less use the Chipmunks to jumpstart his career in the music industry. He would frequently abuse the Chipmunks, mostly Theodore. After Alvin's death, Dave would seemingly disappear off the face of the earth, never to be seen or heard from again. Now that we've gone over the history of the Chipmunks, we can finally try to figure out who killed Alvin. The first thought some may have be Theodore, as Alvin was commonly violent with him, often the victim of his drunken rampages. But Theodore was simply too kind-hearted to kill Alvin. Simon is just not even an option, as he was actually on a road trip with his girlfriend Jeanette, a member of the rival band, the Chipettes, when the murder happened. This only leaves one person who could have done it: Dave. Dave and Alvin often fought, and Dave was well known to be violent with the Chipmunks, so the assumption is this. Alvin and Dave had one of their many arguments, but this one quickly went violent. In a burst of rage, Dave presumably shoved Alvin in a microwave, and well, it's history from there. Now, you may ask why we haven't gone to the police about this theory. And well, I wasn't entirely truthful about Dave's fate. For a long time, he was missing. But in April of this year, 2023, Dave was found dead. He had died in a car crash, presumably a result of his rampant alcoholism, supported by the several beer cans found in his car, although nothing was found on him. In the end, we'll never truly know who killed Alvin. Some people even say that he's not even dead, with evidence such as, yeah. But the facts are, Alvin is dead, and the world needs to move on.